offense, you have to make moves. And the GM, he's in charge right now. So what it comes down to is this. The Paulson Adebo pickup, love it. I thought it was a good deal. And they got him for a good value. Darius Slayton, I think he's underrated. I do. Yeah. He has never played with a great quarterback. If he plays with Russell Wilson, who's not great at this point in his career, about, I'd say a little bit above average, you play with him, you know, I think he'll have his best, you know, season yet. I think the Giants offense can at least move on and can, you know, like actually move the chains and actually move the football. And then you have a defense that has a lot of pieces on it and guys that can it is reckless, but I kind of see going out and getting Russell Wilson. Maybe you get a quarterback like you know, a Tyler Shuck or somebody like that, and you know you have him behind Russell. Or maybe it's always been Shedeur Sanders. They're gonna go out and get Shedeur. He's not gonna start right away.
Alright, y'all.
Hey, nice paint! How you doing?
So...
Hey there! Hey, nice paint! Hello!
I guess there's no race events right now, so I guess what we have to do is just do these.
Was a little bit worse than usual, which is maybe where he dropped off a little bit. But we know
So,
that he
dude, just do some events like those.
He was top 10 in completions, 8th, top 10 in passing yards, 8th, 7th in touchdowns, a 28-11 touchdown to interception ratio. He looked better near the end of the season, and I felt like he was in an awful situation. The O-line got hurt again. He had no proper offensive coordinator. The head coach got fired, maybe partly into his own.
Collect gas as you drive. Don't overfill your tank. That wastes fuel. The number.
Good weaponry around him. Actual stability from the organization. I feel like Aaron Rodgers
drive as limited lab as you can.
Win the Super Bowl,
okay.
But quarterback that wasn't that bad.
Next.
Oh! Shoot! I can change my oil. You might want to take notes on this.
Trophy's calling, gotta go!
This is hard as hell. This seems like it's gonna be hard. Look how fast like your fuel runs out.
Ow!
My God.
Now you hold on just a minute.
That shit runs out super.
Contest.
That shit runs out super fast. don't know how that guy caught up to me.
Oh, there's more where that came from.
Yes,
That was
sir.
like
But they're trying to
half
I
my
don't know,
fuel
it just sounds
stock,
like they
man.
again 1 foot in, 1 foot out. These teams, man.
I like Aaron. I like Aaron going to the Vikings. He'll follow a Brett Favre type of maneuver. You know what I mean?
History.
Yeah. Make it happen. One thing I will say though is Aaron. Does he go to the Giants to like wilt away? You know what I mean? Like, does Kirk Cousins go to the Browns to wilt away? I don't know if that's the move. Like, you as an older quarterback, you don't want to say, "Hey, yeah, I finished my career with the Browns or the Giants." Not
It's
to
better
throw
than the
any
bench,
shade.
Cam.
Or you can stay in Atlanta where I think Kirk's wife is in Atlanta, his family's there. He can just go ahead and count his money. You know what I mean? Go ahead and count your cash. Don't go somewhere just a wilt away. That's not that doesn't feel great. So
You know who's not
the
trying
Colts.
to wilt away?
The Colts.
The Las Vegas
Another-
Raiders, baby.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
win, baby. Geno Smith, out of nowhere. The silver and black made a move
I
at
love it.
quarterback. I actually love it. I don't know if you guys agree. I like Geno. I think he's of restarting and recalibrating the Raiders culture.
Okay, so there's two.
And you know, an interesting team because they have so many free agents entering this free agency period, so much cap space. They haven't done much so far. They've only really added Geno, Alex Kappa previously to play guard potentially in there, and then Jeremy Chin, who feels like a classic Pete Carroll safety, but not much so far. I think they're looking at a wide receiver, maybe a running back, potentially some secondary playmakers at corner, but they haven't really gone for the big fish. So the Raiders, you know, they made that big move for Geno to maybe be competitive and upgrade that.
Right. Nope.
I know it's my track, but you don't have to let me win.
I don't even care what Vader does. I'm gonna do as much laps as I can. That man Mater is gone though. He's gone. I don't know where the hell he is. Oh, what's his name caught up to me too? I know Mater is gone like a bitch though.
You think you're some kind of hot shot, huh?
That man is gone. For sure.
Okay, color me impressed.
There's no way that this tow truck is ahead of us, both of us. No way. There's no way in hell. Nope, I'm not fine.
Hey, Joe! You sure ain't no dirt boy.
Books, oh yeah, first place. What could you want?
You should probably meditate on your self-discipline, man.
I don't want to say big arm like he's got some crazy arm. But he's got
Hey,
a good
don't
arm.
care. At least I
This guy was drafted in the first round for a reason. Those traits and that skill set still exists. It took him a little bit to get on his feet, but I think the Raiders have a
pass.
here.
That's all that matters.
I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl or anything, but this is exactly the type of guy you bring in, just like Pete Carroll, if you want to start changing some things. You still have Brock Bowers, you got Jacoby Myers, who I'm very high on, and you have other guys like Colton Miller that are important on this offense. What do they do at running back? I don't know. The defense, they got some pieces. They're losing pieces as well. The Raiders have cap space. We'll see what they do, but my guess here is that they're going to take the right approach here. $96 million in cap. Yes, the 7-year-old Madden player is like, ooh, free money. But the Raiders are looking at this like 2 weeks from now, we might be able to find guys that are as good as the guys that are getting signed today for half.
So that's done for now, I think, right?
Fifth in completion percentage.
Yeah, that's done for now. Okay.
I think he had 5 big drives last year. A terrible offensive line and a good running game. But one thing I will say.
What's this?
Defensively, they did address some of their homegrown talent. Malcolm Koontz, very underrated player, signed a nice little contract. Had a great season 2 years ago. Got hurt before last season. They expected a breakout. Maybe he'll break out this year. He complements Max Crosby. Christian Wilkins was signed last offseason to a big deal. Didn't really play last year. He's a really good player.
Hello, my friend. You come for some tires?
Yeah. Do you still have those big monster truck tires?
Guido, the big tires, where are they? Guido, you know, the big tires. Well, they did not just roll out of the tire rack and away from the store by themselves, did they? Little problem with the big tires.
No, I get it. They're around here somewhere. I'll go find them.
Bellissimo. And then you come back, and we make you big and strong again.
You mean bigger and stronger, right?
Right. Is what I said. Big and strong.
especially on the defensive side of football, than they've had in recent years. Their offense looks pretty solid overall, though.
I mean, not like it matters, but yeah.
Good, and Christian McCaffrey returns, all that sort of stuff. But it's interesting that the 49ers have not really made any marquee signings so far. So what do you guys think of that? They let Dre Greenlaw walk. They let Hufanga walk, despite maybe their connections to Robert Saleh, who's back as a coordinator. That maybe have been their biggest signing of the offseason to develop their defense, because that's supporting them the last year or two. So, any thoughts
Hey
on
there.
the 49ers so far? Remaining quiet.
How you doing?
We just mentioned they lost a lot of their key pieces on the defensive side. So I know we have Leonard Floyd on the other side of that line of scrimmage for Nick, but I think you get a guy like Joey to step in and help things out. But Hufanga, I mean, 2 years ago, he was one of the top 5 safeties in the league, right? We were like, is this Troy Polamalu's like grandson at some point? But Joey Bosa here, I know he didn't get hurt. He's had some back issues, but still a premium player in the NFL, and Jake and I have been talking about it all last week. I think once he came out with free agency, he was the guy. And
Come on, do you really think you can keep that pace up forever?
Oh, this guy's on my tail. Oh my god. He's not even around me.
Perform well against Detroit. Second half of that Chiefs game, they didn't perform that well. And I always felt like, I think honestly Robert Saleh is going to do wonders for them, because I felt like Steve Wilkes wasn't really the right fit for their personnel. Last year,
pretty good.
First year Sorensen, first year coordinator on that front as well. So it felt like it put too much pressure on Shanahan to kind of figure everything out, and still, instead of like being the offensive mastermind that he is. When you look at the offense, it's like Juwan Jennings is coming off the best year of his career. He's super underrated. Ricky Pearsall, first-round pick late last year, was having a nice little breakout, so we'll see what he can do this year. Brandon Ayuk, when healthy, is a very good player. We'll see what happens with him if he remains on the team, because there's kind of interesting things going there. George Kittle's the best tight end, arguably, in the league. Christian McCaffrey is the best pass-catching running back in the league, and one of the best running backs still. Just 2 years ago was arguably an MVP. You know, you still got Nick Bosa, you got Fred Warner. I really like young players like Malik Mustafa and Renardo Green in the secondary. Those are guys they drafted. So they're going to have to count on that draft class from last year, something they haven't really done in recent years. Like Malik Mustafa, Green, Dominic Pooney, who broke out last year as a rookie. Those players are going to become really important. Ricky Pearsall. They typically want to be veterans, so we'll see if they try to run. I think they can
Guess which one you are.
I know this guy's fucking on my tail.
Just an act. and a follower.
Deal.
Nice,
But
got it.
It's kicking the can down the road. It like messes up your cap if you're not ready for it. And now you have to go and you have to pay Brock Purdy, and it puts you in a weird situation where it's like they can't really do anything until they get this Brock Purdy deal done. I mean, that's really what it is. So they go out and they get Luke Farrell, and I don't understand that move at all. I just don't really get it. And then they bring in Kevin Givens. They bring him back. Like, okay, that helps you out a little bit, but this team is not trying to win a Super Bowl this year. This team is trying to stay afloat and get into 2026, eat all the dead money right now, and be able to compete and move forward. Because I'll tell you right now, their cap guy is tired, absolutely exhausted of spending all this money.
I think the thing is, though, like, yeah, maybe they're not trying to win the division, but they still can. I mean,
it's going to be tough because, I mean, it's going to be tough. The Seahawks called it to them last year, beating them. The Rams have their
How you doing?
and the Cardinals. So that was the thing. Big bad 49ers were in. They had all these guys and they were paying them for shit. Like, no, I mean, they got really just...
Wow, look at that chrome.
Yeah, the Rams beat the 49ers twice, and Seattle beat the 49ers, and there's the Cardinals swept the 49ers. I feel like 49ers are not...
Hello.
Yeah, so when the Rams... So that's the thing, it's like the Rams...
Hey, nice paint.
You know, I feel like this is a year because I saw it in 2022. After that, you know, the Rams, they get rid of Foreman, they get rid of Wagner. You go all in.
So that's the boost.
What's going on?
Now they have to recalibrate, but they also have to pay Brock Purdy a crazy amount of money. And I don't know if I would do it, but the 49ers are probably going to do it. So it really puts them kind of cap straight here where, yeah, they have $34 million right now.
Hello.
Oh shit, there's a race right here.
Space this year. They're taking advantage of the cap space they were last year. And they're eating money.
Let me look at that real quick. I don't know how to get to it though. I'll find out.
I just don't necessarily understand what that looks like. Good blocks.
Hello.
Not gonna be like it.
I don't know. Did he get paid a lot?
I mean, he got like, what is 2 years, like 11 million guaranteed, and he has 4 catches for 26 yards in his career. I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
Shade, I told you.
This
He's
shade I
a
understand.
blocking tight end, a backup tight end.
But I wouldn't
What's the
pay
problem,
that much.
Sheriff?
I'm just saying,
Speed
I
limit's
look
25, and I clocked this hot rodder doing 120. That's the problem.
I am a race car. I go 0 to 90 in 2 seconds. I've never gone 25 in my life. Where's the Autobahn around here, anyway?
Keeps going on about some Autobahn or something. And when I go to give him a ticket, he signs his name on it like I was asking for an autograph.
I'm Otto von Fassenbottom, the famous race car. I've come here to race, but there are no races yet.
Tell you what, Sheriff. Let me take Otto off your hands for you. I'll make sure he stays out of trouble. Hey, Otto, how's 3 laps sound?
Like a Sunday drive. I race in Le Cars. One race lasts 24 hours.
That's a long race. Let's just start with 3 laps. Come on, Sheriff. Why don't you join us? You can blast your siren. It'll be fun.
Distant third, here I come.
Well, I think Washington, though,
Chocolate
like,
Debo.
not to throw shade on Debo, I think he's a good fit for Washington because I think his best skill set is still his ability to create after the catch and the amount of screens and short passes they throw. They can get him touches. I think part of the problem with the Niners offense in recent years has been their ability to separate, especially against man. The last couple of seasons, you saw it in the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and even like the Rams in last season, things like that.
Thanks, folks. I'll be here all week.
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
One for the fans.
Fuck off.
One for the ladies.
Well, it's a very long track, I'll tell you that. So I'm 12 seconds behind, seems like, or ahead, which isn't all that bad.
eat that money this year, so
Damn,
you're free
dude.
to spend next year in a better free agency class, and then
Hell yeah.
you can start. You know, you have a good pick this year. And oh, by the way, they also have the worst. They're gonna have the easiest, schedule
Hey, that's
in the division.
fucking nice,
so they have
though,
a chance to do damage just off that. So I think this is the right approach for the 49ers. I'm not knocking them for doing it. I think they probably should have done it last year, but this is the right approach. They gotta stop spending money. They gotta stop. I mean, their cap table is horrendous. They got actual cap liabilities going on until 2030. Okay, we're talking about the Los Angeles Lakers with their draft pick situation now.
Dang, Jake, you're up in the 49ers pockets like that, my guy.
So I'm just saying,
That was a good race. But now let us race some more.
Wow, again? You really like to race. But maybe you should take a break, see the town.
No time for seeing. Only time for racing.
Yeah, but don't you think you should get a souvenir while you're in town? Do you have a girlfriend back in Germany?
Yeah, she is called Jenny.
Well, there you have it. You can't go back without a nice gift for Jenny.
Nein, Jenny would not like that.
No, she wouldn't. Luckily, Lizzie's Curio Shop is just down the street. All the souvenirs you could imagine. Just tell her Lightning sent you.
Danke schön, Lightning.
Anytime. Be sure to ask for the full tour. And about Stanley. And about how things are different now than they were in the old days.
What's gonna happen there? So I just
Sending him to see Lizzie, huh?
Yep.
That'll keep him busy.
I like that
Yep.
as a fit. I think the Raiders, you talk about culture. Cooper Kupp is the guy you want in the locker room if you want a culture guy. Chargers, he gets to stay at SoFi. The Chiefs, I mean, there are definitely some options out there.
I don't want to root against Cooper Kupp, bro. Why you make me do this?
I'm just trying to be realistic here. I think the Steelers are an interesting option too. And they're trying to
Alrighty. Well, that ends it for this episode. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.